Hello and welcome everyone to my channel Easy Maths. In today's tutorial I'll be discussing about sums based on trigonometric identities. Let me tell you in the beginning, those who have come new to my channel or those who are watching my video for the first time, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. You'll see a bell icon like this. Do press that bell icon so that you can get notifications of my further videos. Now we will be discussing about sums based on trigonometric identities. Let me tell you, those who are new to trigonometry, I mean those who have no idea about trigonometry, should not watch this video because you will not be understanding anything. So in that case, I suggest you first watch the basics of trigonometry. I have some videos about the basics of trigonometry. Do watch them, then you can watch this video. So without wasting any time, let's move on with sums based on trigonometric identities. Now I'll be showing you certain sums, okay, which are based on trigonometric identities. That is, to do those sums you need to apply certain trigonometric identities. Now what are those trigonometric identities? These I have already discussed in earlier videos, but you should be acquainted of these trigonometric identities. Just have a look at your screen. Here some trigonometric identities are written. Do see them. I mean the first one is sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals to 1. The second one is tan squared theta plus 1 equals sec squared theta. Then we have cot squared theta plus 1 equals cosec squared theta. Then we have sin theta by cos theta equals to tan theta, and cos theta by sin theta equals to cot theta. We will be requiring most of these to do the sums which I am going to show you today. So let's move on to the first sum. Just have a look at your screen where the first sum is written. The sum is, if 3 cot theta equals to 2, show that 4 sin theta minus 3 cos theta divided by 2 sin theta plus 6 cos theta equals 1 by 3. Now we have to show something. So the left hand side of what is given in the sum, that I have already written here. The left hand side is 4 sin theta minus 3 cos theta by 2 sin theta plus 6 cos theta. This you have to show is equal to 1 by 3. And it's given that 3 cot theta equals to 2. So cot theta equals to 2 by 3. That's what is given. 3 cot theta equals to 2. That means cot theta equals to 2 by 3. Now how would we think about such sums? That's my main objective of making this kind of videos. How will you proceed? Now this sum can be done in maybe one or more ways, but which is the simplest way that we have to find out. Now I would suggest you to think like this. We have one identity, the identities which I showed you in the beginning. There we have an identity called cos theta by sin theta equals to cot theta. Now we see, if I divide both the numerator and the denominator by sin theta, then what happens? This 4 sin theta by sin theta will be there, so that will be equals to 4. Sin theta and sin theta, that cancels out and we are left with 4. Minus here again 3 cos theta by sin theta we will have, so cos theta by sin theta equals to cot theta, so we will get the value of cot theta from there. Same thing in the denominator, sin theta by sin theta will cancel out and cos theta by sin theta will give cot theta, whose value we will get from here. So somehow we have to bring cot theta over here. To do that, we will divide both the numerator and the denominator of the left hand side by sin theta. So let's do that. So this can be equal to 4 sin theta minus 3 cos theta by sin theta and 2 sin theta plus 6 cos theta by sin theta. Now one thing must be kept in mind, that whenever we divide both the numerator and denominator by a certain quantity, that quantity should be a non-zero quantity. Now here we are assuming that sin theta is not equals to 0, that is theta is not equals to 0 degree. So we are dividing by sin theta. Now so this gives us, we have 4 sin theta by sin theta, so that is only 4, and then we have 3 cos theta by sin theta. Now cos theta by sin theta is actually cot theta, so it is 3 into cot theta. Similarly in the denominator, 2 sin theta by sin theta. Now sin theta and sin theta cancels out, so we are left with only 2. and we have 6 cos theta by sin theta, that is 6 cot theta. Now the sum becomes very easy, because here we just have to put the value of cot theta which is given in the question. So we go like 4 minus 3 into cot theta, that is 2 by 3. We know that cot theta equals to 2 by 3, and 2 plus 6 into cot theta, that is 2 by 3. We have to do this simple calculation over here. 3 and 3 cancels out here, and 3 here cancels with 6. So we are left with 4 minus 2 by 2 plus 4. That equals 2 by 6, and we cancel this to get 1 by 3, which is the required right hand side of the problem. So this is proved that if 3 cot theta equals to 2, then this quantity is equal to 1 by 3. Let's move on to the next sum. The sum is, if tan theta equals to 20 by 21, show that 1 minus sin theta plus cos theta by 1 plus sin theta plus cos theta equals 3 by 7. Now in this sum, it is given that tan theta equals to 20 by 21, that I have written first, and this quantity equals to 3 by 7, that we have to prove. Now let's start with this. See, again the same thing, how will we think about it? Now this is the quantity with which we have to work. We see that we have got sin theta and cos theta both in the numerator and denominator, and the value of tan theta is given. So somehow if we can bring tan theta over here, then the problem will be very easy. But on dividing both the numerator and denominator with cos theta, we will get sin theta by cos theta here, that will be tan theta, and cos theta by cos theta, that will be 1. So that becomes easy. But we are left with one more problem. We will also do 1 by cos theta, so that will be sec theta. So another term will come, that is sec theta. So from the given information, first we have to find the value of sec theta. For those of you who are not understanding yet, I'll just show in short. That is, if we divide both the numerator and denominator by cos theta, what happens? So 1 by cos theta, here 1 is there, 1 by cos theta, that gives us sec theta. Then sin theta is here, so sin theta by cos theta, that gives us tan theta. And we have cos theta by cos theta, that is 1. Similarly, we will divide the denominator with by cos theta, so we will have sec theta plus tan theta plus 1. I'm sorry, I've done a mistake in the numerator here, it should be minus. So if we divide both the numerator and denominator by cos theta, this is what we will get. Now, had there been no sec theta here, the problem would have been easily solved, because tan theta's value is already given. But a sec theta is coming, so first from this value we will find out the value of sec theta. Now there is an identity called tan square theta plus 1 equals to sec square theta. So the squares of these ratios tan and sec are related. So first we will square it. That implies tan square theta, we are squaring the ratio tan theta, that becomes 20 by 21 whole square. That is actually 400 by 441. Now we add 1 on both the sides. Why do we add 1? Because tan square theta plus 1, that would give us sec square theta. So tan square theta plus 1, we are adding 1 on this side, so we have to add 1 on this side as well. So 400 by 441 plus 1. That implies sec square theta equals to, now if we do this fractional addition, this would be 400 plus 441 by 441, that is actually 841 by 441. Okay, that implies sec theta equals the square root of this square root of 841 by 441. Now how will we do this? Square root of 841, for doing this you have to know the process of how to find square root. Since I already know the value, okay, this would be actually 29 by 21. Since I already know the values, that's why I'm writing. For those of you who don't know how to find out square root, this might be a bit difficult for you, but there's nothing to worry about. I have other videos there you can watch how to find square root of a number. Okay, so this is actually 29 by 21. So sec theta equals to 29 by 21. Now in this sum, so I separate these two parts. So here if we place the value, so in this sum first you will solve this, then you will move on to this. Now sec theta is 29 by 21 plus tan theta is already given in the question, that is 20 by 21 plus 1. I'm sorry, again I made this mistake, it would be minus, and here 29 by 21 plus 20 by 21 plus 1. Now again this fractional manipulations we have to do. This would be 29 minus 20 plus 21 by 21, 29 plus 20 plus 21 by 21. So if we see, this is actually 29 minus 20, that is 9, 9 plus 21 is 30, so it is 30 by 21, and here if we add 29 plus 20, that gives us 49, 49 plus 21, that gives us 70, so it is 70 by 21, so that is actually 30 by 70, because the 21 and 21 both being in the denominators, they get cancelled out, so we are left with 3 by 7, which is the required right hand side. So in this way this sum can be done easily. Let's move on to the next question. Now this question says, show that 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cot square theta, that equals to 1. Now this is the left hand side which is given in the question. So this has to be proven to be equal to 1. So this is quite an easy one. We have 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. This is in the form of x plus y times x minus y. So that gives us x squared minus y squared. So 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta would be 1, okay, let me write it like this, 1 whole square minus cos theta whole square. In this way it would be easier for you to understand, and the other factor is 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, there is in the form of x plus y into x minus y, or some of you are more acquainted with a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So we are left with, this is 1 minus cos square theta, and we have 1 plus cot square theta. Now we have the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. From there we get 1 minus cos square theta equals to sin square theta. So this is actually sin square theta into, now we have another identity, 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosec square theta. So you see that every now and then the identities which I showed you in the beginning, they are required. So we are left with sin square theta into cosec square theta. This is actually sin theta into cosec theta whole square. Now since cosec theta equals to 1 by sin theta, this is a basic identity, or which I have showed you in some previous video. We know that cosec theta equals to 1 by sin theta, so sin theta into cosec theta is naturally 1, so this is actually 1 whole square, that equals to 1, which is equal to the right hand side. So this identity is proved. So you see, actually it's just juggling with those identities. The more and more you practice this kind of sums, it will be easier for you. Now let's move on to the next sum. Look at your screen. Now this sum says, show that sin theta into 1 plus tan theta plus cos theta into 1 plus cot theta equals sec theta plus cosec theta. So here I have the left hand side written on my board. So let's move on with it. See, sometimes it is better to convert tan to sine and cos. Okay, that is tan theta equals to sine theta by cos theta, and cot theta equals to cos theta by sine theta. In this sum we will do that. So it is sine theta into 1 plus, now tan theta means sine theta by cos theta plus cos theta into 1 plus cot theta means cos theta by sine theta. Right? Why did we do it? We could have multiplied sine theta with the bracket, but we didn't do it because that would have been of no use, because sine theta into 1 would give sine theta, and sine theta into tan theta, there is no such identity like that. So it's better to move on in this way. Let's try and see if we convert tan theta to sine and cos, what happens. Now we have got 1 plus sine theta by cos theta in this bracket and 1 plus cos theta by sine theta in the other bracket. So we will do this fractional additions over here. So let's do that. This would be cos theta plus sine theta by cos theta. I think you are acquainted with fractional additions, otherwise this might be a bit difficult for you. And cos theta into, this would be sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta. Now the benefit of doing is this: we have got cos theta plus sine theta here, and we have also got sine theta plus cos theta over here. There is the same term we have got in both the places. So we can write this in cos theta plus sine theta can be taken out as a common factor. So here we are left with sine theta plus cos theta, which is taken out as a common factor from the first term, and that gives us into sine theta by cos theta. Because we have taken out this, we are left with sine theta by cos theta, that is tan theta. Plus the same thing we do here, sine theta plus cos theta, if we take out as a common factor, we are left with cos theta by sine theta, which is equal to cot theta. Now we see that sine theta plus cos theta becomes a common factor for both these two terms, so we just take this whole term sine theta plus cos theta as a common factor from both these two terms, and we are left with tan theta plus cot theta. Okay, now this can be written as sine theta plus cos theta. Now again we will do the same thing. Tan theta is sine theta by cos theta, and cot theta is cos theta by sine theta. So we see that the first factor is kept as it is because nothing can be done with it now. So we write sine theta plus cos theta over here, and again we do this fractional addition. That would give us sine squared theta plus cos squared theta by cos theta sine theta. So let's continue with that. We have sine theta plus cos theta, and this numerator sine squared theta plus cos squared theta, again a known trigonometric identity, that is 1, and the denominator is cos theta sine theta. Now I would like to erase this part so that you can see it more clearly about what are we up to. So after this part I come here. This is actually, we have sine theta plus cos theta into 1 by cos theta sine theta. So this is actually sine theta plus cos theta by cos theta into sine theta. Now if we separately divide this, so first will be sin theta by cos theta sin theta, that equals to 1 by cos theta, and the second is, the second term is cos theta by cos theta sin theta, so cos theta cancels out, we are left with 1 by sin theta. And as we know from the basic ratios, 1 by cos theta is equal to sec theta and 1 by sin theta equals to cosec theta. So that gives our right hand side, and the sum ends here. Okay, so in this simple approach, if we follow these kind of simple approaches, and if we keep all the trigonometric identities in our mind, and if we practice more and more, we will get an idea of where to apply what. So we can do this kind of sums very easily. Let's move on to our last example, which I'm going to show in this tutorial. Have a look at your screen. Now this example says that prove that 1 by sec square theta minus cos square theta plus 1 by cosec square theta minus sin square theta whole into sin square theta cos square theta equals to 1 minus sin square theta cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta cos square theta. Now it might seem a bit confusing, but there's nothing to be confused about. Let me tell you in the beginning, this sum will be a bit big. I mean, the solution would be a big, but you know, some sums can be big. Okay, there's nothing to worry about that. So let's move on step by step. Very simply, we will reach the solution. So this is the left hand side, which I have already written for you. That has to be proven to be equal to the right hand side. The right hand side is 1 minus sin square theta cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta cos square theta. So gradually we will reach that part. So let's start here with the very first thing which we are going to do is add these two fractional parts. There's no other way out. So let's do that. So whenever we add these fractional parts, we have the LCM as this, sec square theta minus cos square theta multiplied by cosec square theta minus sin square theta, and the remaining part is here. The whole thing is multiplied to sin square theta cos square theta. Okay, so we have, if we do this fractional addition, we have this will be multiplied with 1, so that is cosec square theta minus sin square theta. Then we have this plus sign, plus this will be multiplied with 1, so it is sec square theta minus cos square theta. So this comes in the numerator. Now something we have to observe here, we have got minus sin square theta minus cos square theta. So minus of sin square theta plus cos square theta can be written in the bracket, which we will show in this next step. So this is equal to, so first we write cosec square theta plus sec square theta. We just do the grouping. So it is cosec square theta plus sec square theta, and here we write minus sin square theta plus cos square theta over here. Why did we group this? Because we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, so that would be beneficial to us. And the denominator, we have this factor into this factor. Let's multiply the whole thing. So sec square theta into cosec square theta, the first term would be sec square theta cosec square theta minus sec square theta sin square theta. So we have sec square theta sin square theta minus cos square theta cosec square theta, plus we have a minus here and we have a minus here, so we have plus over here, cos square theta sin square theta, and we must not forget this factor over here, that is sin square theta cos square theta. Okay, see, we are moving step by step gradually. this equals, first let's consider the numerator, cosec square theta plus sec square theta minus, this is 1, this is 1, and in the denominator let's do one thing, let us convert everything to sine and cos. Why would we do that? The question, sec square theta into cosec square theta. Now sec is actually 1 by cos and cosec is actually 1 by sine. So if we multiply, if we keep these things like this, we will have no solution. So let's convert everything to sine and cos, and that will be beneficial to us. So what I mean to say is, if we keep sec and cosec like this, it won't benefit us. So let's convert. So 1 by cos square theta into 1 by sine square theta, and here we have sec square theta means 1 by cos square theta. So sine square theta we will keep as it is, and in place of sec square theta we will write 1 by cos square theta. So that would give us sine square theta by cos square theta, minus, here we have cos square theta already, so cosec square theta means 1 by sine square theta. So in place of cosec square theta we will write this by sine and give here sine square theta, plus cos square theta sine square theta, and this one sine square theta cos square theta outside. Okay, now what we do is, this factor sine square theta plus this factor sine square theta cos square theta should be multiplied with the numerator. As you can understand, and I think you are quite familiar with algebra, this has to be multiplied with the numerator. And why will be multiplied? There's nothing to be done further here in the numerator, which we can already see. So let's multiply this factor over here. So we are left with sine square theta into cos square theta into cosec square theta. Sine square theta into cos square theta into cosec square theta, that would be the first term. Now sine square theta into cosec square theta would give us 1, because sine theta equals to 1 by cosec theta. So sine theta cos theta is 1. So sine square theta into cosec square theta would be 1 into cos square theta. So it is actually 1 into cos square theta. So the first term is only cos square theta. If you don't understand, just rewind this part which I am saying again and again. I think it will be pretty clear to you. Next, sec square theta into sine square theta into cos square theta. Now sec square theta into cos square theta is equal to 1, because sec theta into cos theta is 1. So again sec square theta into cos square theta would give us 1, and we are left with only sine square theta. We see minus 1 into sine square theta cos square theta, so that would be minus sine square theta cos square theta. So now the denominator, this is actually 1 by cos square theta sine square theta, minus, we know that sine theta by cos theta is tan theta, so sine square theta by cos square theta would be nothing but tan square theta. Again we know that cos theta by sine theta is actually cot theta, so cos square theta by sine square theta would be nothing but cot square theta, plus this part which is cos square theta sine square theta. Okay, so now I will erase the top part to get some space. We have almost reached the right hand side, but how? Let's see. See, this part cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1 minus sine square theta cos square theta. So you see, the sum said that in the right hand side you should have 1 minus sine square theta cos square theta by 2 plus sine square theta cos square theta. So the numerator has already been achieved. Now we are left with this part. So let's do it. 1 by cos square theta. Let's do one thing over here. In place, instead of 1 by cos square theta sin square theta, let's do a manipulation over here. In place of 1, let me write sin square theta plus cos square theta. This is a trick which you might be requiring in many sums. Okay, so please learn this kind of tricks. So this will be helpful over here. Now if you ask me how did I understand that I have to put this I have developed through lot of practice and experience. So if you do lot of practice, this kind of tricks will come to your mind. Okay, so cos square theta sin square theta minus tan square theta minus cot square theta plus cos square theta sin square theta. This sum is a bit big, but please don't be impatient. Please watch till the end. We have one minus sin square theta cos square theta in the numerator, and here sin square theta by cos square theta sin square theta, that is actually 1 by cos square theta. So let me write it once, plus cos square theta by cos square theta sin theta, so that is 1 by sin square theta, right, minus tan square theta minus cot square theta plus cos square theta sin square theta. Write it properly. Okay, let me erase this part. Since we have already got the numerator as it is in the right hand side, we are not worried about that. So let's keep the numerator like this. Now 1 by cos square theta is sec square theta, plus 1 by sin square theta is cosec square theta, minus tan square theta minus cot square theta plus cos square theta sin square theta, right? Now here again the application of the standard trigonometric identities. See, we have 1 minus sin square theta cos square theta in the numerator, and you see we have sec square theta minus tan square theta. Now we have tan square theta plus 1 equals to sec square theta. That is a common trigonometric identity or a standard trigonometric identity. So if tan square theta plus 1 equals to sec square theta, then sec square theta minus tan square theta must be equal to 1. So I am writing over here 1. Same with cot square theta plus 1 equals to cosec square theta. That is again a standard trigonometric identity. So if cot square theta plus 1 equals to cosec square theta, then cosec square theta minus cot square theta, these two must be equal to 1. So again I write plus 1, and we are left with this term, that is plus cos square theta sin square theta. So finally we reach the right hand side, 1 minus sin square theta cos square theta, and this would be 1 plus 1 is 2, so 2 plus cos square theta sin square theta. A pretty big sum, right? But as you see, step by step if we proceed, and we must have the patience, okay, then we can easily do it. Please do a lot of practice on this kind of sums. Just go on practicing, then the application of the standard identities will be clear to you. I have just shown here 5 examples in this tutorial. If you have any questions, any further queries, please do write in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, have a nice day, and let me tell you again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel Easy Maths and press the bell icon. Okay, bye to all of you.